Page 125, Sing the Blues. Got another blues piece. Here we're dealing with an interval of an octave, or note to note, letter to letter. A to A, F to F, G to G, those are octaves. So it's 4 lines long, treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats. We're in the key of C major. Got lots of accidentals though. 4/4 time, quarter notes and half notes mainly. Let's take it one hand at a time, make sure we got all these notes and accidentals and everything. The right hand, when it comes in, you're what, 2 here. You're sort of in this position, but 2's playing here. And then that's tied. And then going on, and then first measure, second line. During the rest, you come down into this position. Whoops, we got a tied note in there. Second measure, second line. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, tie. So you got a tied note in there. Hang on to it. And then you come back up for the third line like you were at the beginning. The last line is the octave. You just come down into this position. Another tied note. That's all. Now once you play the whole notes at the end, you can collapse the hand because you don't need to out here anymore. There's no more notes, so you can just relax. Left hand, you got this pattern going on, and they got a 1/5 on all of these. When I get this kind of a pattern, I prefer not to use thumb on all of them. There's no need to. So on the first one of each of these, I'm going to use 2, 5, 2, and then I'll use thumb on the others. 2. Give the thumb a break. And this is all the left hand does until you get to the end, and then come down to the C. Okay, so you put them together. It's starting with third measure. You're here, here. Make sure you lift up in the right hand for the rest. Tying the right hand but not the left. Again, second line, second measure. Tie. That's a little tricky, at least it was for me. You get the same rhythm in the last line here. Once you have the notes and the rhythms, okay, no hesitations. As far as the articulation goes, really you're just slurring everything because you have to lift up for the rest anyway. And this left hand, you can't connect it, but do the best you can with it. So you just connect. You have to lift up for the rest. So the articulation is kind of built in for us. Dynamics, well, I don't agree with what they're doing here again. They've got MP under the bottom staff and then MF in the middle. No, they need the MP in the middle. And it applies to the melody. But if it isn't a melody, it just applies to whatever's there. So this is moderately soft. And then the MF is correct just there. And it applies to the melody because now we have a melody. And you're keeping everything else in the background. Well, they're telling you to keep the left hand MP. I'm just telling you, I don't care how loud it is, just keep it in the background. We want to hear this. That's moderately loud. That's pretty much that way all the way through until you get to the end where you have the dim E writ again. Diminuendos get softer. You're going to gradually, each note is going to get softer and you're going to slow down. All right, that's interpretation. Get to know it, get into it where you can feel these dynamics and slowing down and so forth. Speed, well, it's the feel. It's just a gentle stroll. But this, I think that's kind of the stroll. You're feeling half notes here. Feel it. It's just overall, it's a gentle stroll. I don't care what the beat is, just... pedal at the end. I suppose in a blues you can get away with that. Otherwise, I'd say don't put pedal at the end if you're not using it elsewhere. If you want to add the overtones, because you've slowed down, if you want to add the overtones, push the pedal down right after you play the notes in the last measure, and then lift it up with the hands. I'm not going to show the pedal if that's all they're going to do with it. I think you can handle that. Let's play it together slowly to make sure we got the notes and the rhythms okay. I'll give us 4 counts. Now we're not performing it. I'm not doing dynamics. We're just doing notes and rhythms. 1, 2, ready, go.